Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to another edition of Friday Night Lights here in Las Cruces, New Mexico at the Field of Dreams, where the Centennial High School Hawks are about to kick off district play against the Carlsbad Cavemen. Alrighty then, now we're just going to get started here. So I have my color commentator here with me, Zane McGill. Zane, what is one huge improvement that the Hawks are going to have to make their record 2-4?
Open up on offense with their play calling. I think they rely too much on Lance, and I think mixing it up today will help them win this game.
Absolutely, I completely agree. Now, Carlsbad is going to come into this game with a 2-3 record. Last week they lost to Mayfield 38-21, but that does not necessarily compare in the least to the loss by Centennial High School to Hobbs 53-14. What a major deficit. Now, their defense is going to have to step it up just as much as their offense. The Centennial High School Hawks are coming onto the field right now as we speak. Now, it hasn't been a fantastic year so far for District 3 play at all, even though we're just getting started off with District play this week. The only two teams in District 3 6A that actually have a winning record are Hobbs and Las Cruces High School. All the other ones are going to have to make significant improvements tonight. Now, we're rather confident that Lance Frost is going to be starting at quarterback tonight, but we're unsure about the running back situation, Zane.
It looks like Adrian Gomez will not be starting.
Definitely. Now the Carlsbad Cavemen are going to come onto the field today. Now, one thing that I significantly noticed about earlier on when we were just reading through the rosters and different statistics, body weight, height, is that Carlsbad actually has two players that stand at 6'10", the first of them being Jordan Rogers, who is the defensive end and O-lineman senior, and the other is Hunter Heiser, who is the defensive lineman and offensive lineman. Hunter Heiser is a sophomore standing at 6'10", 200 pounds, and then Jordan Rogers is a senior standing at 6'10", 270 pounds. Both huge guys that I'm sure will be impact players.
They definitely have Carlsbad definitely has the height advantage in this game. So if I was in Ocampo's position, I would be calling passing plays to keep that ball moving and just open up the play calling, like I said.
Definitely, definitely. And although the Centennial High School offense has relied very strongly on Lance Frost's ability to run the ball earlier on in the season, we do have some great receivers. Number 1, Aiden Trujillo has some fantastic hands. We also have number 2, Ryan Ortiz, and then, of course, Diego Lopez, the senior, standing at 5'10", 145 pounds.
Yeah, I think they definitely need to utilize those receivers today.
Absolutely. Now we're just going to get things started. Once again, another shout-out to the Centennial High School Marching Band for that fantastic playing of the national anthem. Now we're going to get this first quarter started off. The Centennial High School Hawks are taking the field, and the Carlsbad Cavemen are still in the huddle.
Also, touch back on district play. I think because Albuquerque has so many strong teams, I think it definitely is tougher, or it has been in recent years, for the Las Cruces teams, and they just can't, and it's hard for them.
Definitely, definitely.
But I think as district play starts moving on, I think you should see those records improving as they'll face each other. I
completely agree, San. And, despite the interesting matchup which we have here tonight, I don't see a ton of turnout from the Centennial High School student section, which, well, as a Centennial High School student myself, although we're going to keep things unbiased tonight, still kind of bothers me. Now we're going to get started off right here. Centennial High School will be kicking. Looks like they deferred to the second half.
Fans definitely play a huge role on momentum for the teams.
Absolutely. Now kicking off for the Centennial High School Hawks is going to be number 21, Joseph Hernandez, who doubles as a defensive back. Carlsbad has 3 men stationed inside of the red zone. 4 men stationed, 3 deep below the 10-yard line. Let's get things kicked off here at the Field of Dreams. Hernandez is going to kick off.
Here we go.
Pretty high up. That is going to be a touchback as the ball is going to land into the end zone. And the Carlsbad Cavemen are going to get started with the first offensive drive on their own 20-yard line. I'm not exactly sure who the quarterback is for Carlsbad. I guess we're going to find out in just a second here.
I think Carlsbad needs to just go straight into the passing game here.
Definitely. Now, Jaken Willis, number 6, is going to come out here as the starting quarterback for Carlsbad High School. Pocket pretty stacked right now. Willis sends a man in motion. over to the other side of the field. He's going to take it the handoff to number 2, the running back, who's going to barrel forward up the left side of the field, but stopped short of the game, possibly 1 on the carry.
So they start out with the run play there, just to start setting the mood for this game.
Now that tackle is made by number 44, Brent Richtrup, who also doubles as a tight end. Very, very strong and physical player for the Hawks. I'm sure he'll make an impact tonight as well. Tate Collins again with the last run for the Carlsbad Cavemen. One man accompanying quarterback sends number 8 into motion. Looks like there's going to be a flag on the play. I believe it may have been a false start for the Cavemen.
Okay, it was on 8.
Looks like we've got a bit of a slow start here. 11:22 left to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 8 for the Carlsbad Cavemen, although that false start is going to take them back to 2nd and 13 on their own 17-yard line. Score still tied 0-0. Cavemen with the possession. Alrighty then. Once again, same formation as before. One man accompanying Willis in the backfield. Sends number 8 into motion. One receiver off to his right side. He's going to hand it off once again to the running back, who's tripped up for possibly a gain of 1 yard.
I do like the run call on that one because it's 2nd and long. You think it's going to be a pass, and you go for the run, and could help him, but that time he just stumbled.
Exactly. Now it's going to set up a 3rd and 14 situation. They actually lost 1 yard on the carry as the clock winds down. 10:49 left to go in the first quarter here at the Field of Dreams. Now, very slow tempo running game here for the Carlsbad Cavemen. They'll play the same as beforehand. Sends 8 in motion once again. Left side of the field. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeper by Willis, who's going to barrel forward.
Great play by the defense there to notice that immediately and just shut it down.
Definitely.
Looks like a late flag.
Didn't quite catch what that was on, Zane. What do you think?
I think unsportsmanlike conduct.
Interesting. 10:21 left to go in the first quarter. That official is about to give us the answer to that. No, it is going to be a personal foul on Centennial High School. Seen a bit of a stalemate here. Some unfortunate mistakes have been made by both sides, by both teams. And now with that personal foul call, that is going to move the Cavemen forward and give them a first down. Zane, it is very, very unfortunate when the defense gets that solid stop, something they need to establish themselves in the game, but then an unfortunate mistake gives Carlsbad High School a first down, which they didn't truly earn, let's be honest.
When you get those mistakes and your defense comes out and makes a good stop like that, it just hurts them.
Absolutely. Now Willis, three receivers out to his right side, sends 8 into motion once again over to the left. Willis is going to keep it, rolling out to the right side. Sends a quick pass to number 4, who's going to make the grab for a Carlsbad first down. Catch courtesy of number 4, Jordan Molina, for the Cavemen.
1st and 10, Cavemen.
That will set up a 1st and 10 for Carlsbad with 10:10 left to go in the first quarter.
Good protection from the Carlsbad O-line. He was able to keep the play alive and just keep going and looking for the open receiver.
Exactly. Now the Centennial High School line is going to have to replicate that when Lance comes onto the field. Now, Zane, something you and I were talking about earlier is the fact that O-lines have a significant impact on how the defense plays, because as long as they can keep drives moving, the defense has more time to rest.
Yeah.
Willis makes the pitch out to number 2. He's going to power forward for no gain on the carry. Tate Collins once again on the run there.
Tate Collins on the carry.
9:34 left to go in the first quarter. I like to see the Caveman resort back to the air game like you were saying earlier on, Zane. It seems to be the only thing that's been truly effective for them so far.
And I'm looking at James Blowers, number 5 for Centennial's defense. He is definitely fast. He chased that play from all the way from the other side of the field.
Absolutely. Now Willis with the handoff again to Tate Collins for a gain of 2 yards on the carry. This is going to set up a 3rd down situation for the Hawks. 8:58 left to go in the first quarter. After that run, it's going to set up 3rd and 6 for the Cavemen. Now we have Willis back here in the pro set. 2 receivers out to his sides. He's going to draw back, looking out to his left. Sends a quick pass. It's nearly intercepted. Receiver makes the catch for another Carlsbad High School first down.
Those 3rd and longs, and Carlsbad is converting those 3rd and longs, which is definitely a tough thing to do, but it's definitely a positive for Carlsbad offense.
Definitely, and that catch courtesy of number 88, Shamar Smith, the 6'2", 180-pound sophomore for the Cavemen. 8:36 left to go in the first quarter. And Willis set up here. Pistol. He's going to take it with the design quarterback run. Nearly tackled, and he is brought down for a gain of 2, possibly 3 yards on the carry.
Looks like there was some confusion there in the backfield of what the play was.
I think so. I believe it was an option play. I think that whether or not he was planning on handing it off, ended up just keeping it.
Got 2 yards out of it.
Indeed.
So it wasn't a negative.
Exactly. Hey, I mean, if you just keep chipping away, then things are going to go well for you. 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Score still tied 0-0. The Cavemen have the ball. 2nd and 8 on the Centennial High School 37-yard line.
They're running a lot here, and it's just very predictable.
So Willis sends a man in motion once again, actually with the quarterback keeper. And he's going to be stopped short of the game.
Looks like Carlsbad calling is a bit of the same with Centennials. You see run with the quarterback and just running with your running back and not passing very often.
Exactly, and when you do make passes, they're very short, slant routes or things of that nature. 7:20 left to go in the first quarter. After Willis is brought down, it is going to be 3rd and 10 for the Carlsbad Cavemen on the Centennial High School 39-yard line.
And Carlsbad has protection. They have those big guys like you mentioned, Jared Rogers, Hunter Iser, who is 6'10". I mean,
now there's going to be a timeout called by the Carlsbad Cavemen. That is their first of the night. 6:58 left to go in the first quarter. Score still tied 0-0. I'd like to give a shout out to the Centennial High School offensive line, front 7. They've done a fantastic job of stopping the run and forcing Willis to make quick passes.
I'd like to see a blitz here by Centennial's defense. I mean, just because you're able to get through with 5. Why not just send the whole team, just stuff in the backfield right away?
Oh, definitely, Zan. I know your style. I know you're really into blitzes. Every single play that we see down there, you're like, blitz, blitz, blitz. And, in this case, I certainly believe that you're right, although not always. SEC fans. 6:58 left to go in the first quarter here. After the timeout, Carlsbad Cavemen will have it 3rd and 10 on the Centennial High School 39-yard line.
When I tune into the draft, all I see is SEC players going on defense. So.
Hey. You got to give a shout out to the Big Ten. The Big Ten East, I think, is going to be formidable this year.
Okay.
I have to give a shout out to Penn State, but I think Saquon Barkley is going to be taking home the Heisman. No, not Nick Chubb. 6:58 left to go in the first quarter. Willis with 4 receivers out. Sends number 12 off to the left side of the field. Takes it.
Pressure
Quick pass out to the left side. Receiver makes a spin move for a solid gain of 8 yards.
Great pressure there by the defensive lineman. I didn't quite catch his number, though.
Not sure. I believe it was 12, though we do not have him here on the roster. Now, after that catch, it's going to be 4th down and 3 for the Cavemen. Set number 2 out onto the field. Tate Collins. Looks like they're contemplating going for it. Which, hey, this early on in the game when you're relatively deep into the Centennial High School territory wouldn't be a terrible decision.
No, definitely not.
Certainly would set the momentum.
Looks like it's going to be a QB sneak possibly. They've been doing that often this game.
I think you're right. Though it hasn't worked out fantastically for them. Clock winding down, 6:43 left to go in the first quarter, 4th and 3. Willis is going to take the ball, and you're right, it was a designed quarterback run, although he will be sacked. And that is going to be a turnover on downs. Centennial High School is going to have it 1st and 10.
Great stop by Centennial. They kept their composure, and they just stopped them and got off the field.
Exactly. I think I probably would have gone for the short pass on that one, Zane. Not sure what you
Definitely.
think. All right, that is going to set up a 1st and 10 for Centennial High School.
Carlsbad sideline is definitely going to be talking about more open play calling with the passing.
And we are going to have Lance Frost come onto the field. He will have the ball 1st and 10 at his own 37-yard line.
I expect a run here.
One man accompanying him in the backfield and 3 receivers out. You're right. Lance is actually going to go with the quarterback keeper up to the left side of the field. It's a solid gain of 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Lance he's definitely one of the probably the best on the Centennial High School team. He's so versatile. He's a quarterback. He's a receiver. He's a running back. He can do it all.
Oh, absolutely. And as a junior, you know, he is a solid leader, and he has set a great foundation for this team moving forward. Now Lance's trips out to his right side. He is going to do the play-action pass off to the middle. Catch is made for a Centennial High School 1st down.
They're rolling here, and they're using passing and running, and it's looking balanced here. That's 2 plays, and they're already in Carlsbad territory.
Absolutely. Great hands by number 2, Ryan Ortiz. 1st and 10 Hawks on the Carlsbad 43-yard line. Now 4 receivers out this time for Frost. Sends Diaz off to the right side.
There's Aiden Trujillo. Ooh.
Trujillo, I'm sorry. Trujillo with the handoff for no gain on the carry. Aiden Trujillo is a fantastic receiver as well, Zane. We were watching him earlier in warm-ups. Great physicality, great hands. He's going to be a great asset this year.
And he looks like he can throw the ball too, so we'll see how that goes.
Now we have number 20, Gabriel Acosta, accompanying Lance in the backfield as the running back. The typical running back, Adrian Gomez, is out with an injury. Frost is going to take it. Play action pass once again off to the left side with Trujillo. There's going to be a flag down. Not quite sure. Did you see what the flag was about, Zane?
I did not,
Paying
but I
attention.
do know that you have to catch the ball before looking downfield, and you saw it there. Aiden Trujillo just made a drop.
Exactly. And we saw some huge mistakes like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was last week by Gadsden when they were taking on Onyate. You have to make sure that you have the ball secure before you turn around, because it could possibly lead to an incomplete pass or even a fumble. Either way, not a good situation for your offense.
Was that call a holding call?
I believe it was a holding call, Zane. It looks like they're going to move Centennial High School back. 5:02 left to go in the first quarter. Score still tied 0-0. Hawks are going to have the ball on 2nd down, and it's either going to be 16 or 17. 20, actually. Looks like I miscounted a bit there, Zane.
Definitely.
No problem. So the Centennial student section is beefing up quite a bit. Looks like more fans are
You got a
flowing into the stadium.
mismatch right here with number 4 from Carlsbad and Aiden Trujillo on Centennial. Let's see if Lance Frost sees that and can make that throw.
Yeah. You know, I'd be willing to bet money that he's going to take advantage of that, Zane.
I think he's going to run, though.
Frost is going to do it with a play-action pass once again out to the right side. Receiver spins out of bounds.
They got those 10 yards back.
And that pass was complete to number 3, Darren Rodriguez for the Hawks, the 167-pound, 6'1" wide receiver. Sophomore as well. 4:51 left to go in the first quarter. After that catch by Rodriguez, it is going to make it 3rd and 13 for the Hawks. Frost takes it once again, the shotgun. Pocket breaks down, handoff. Running back is going to be sat
I saw a face
down.
mask.
Yeah, I believe that the ref picked on that as well, and he threw the flag out there. This could set up a Centennial High School 1st down.
Number 88 just kind of did it as a last resort and just brought down number 3. Or
Exactly.
who's the running back? Do you know?
Running back is
I
Gabriel
haven't seen.
Acosta, Zane, number
That's
20.
right. My apologies.
You are forgiven. 4:43 left to go
Thank
in the
you.
first quarter. Looks like the Hawks are going to be switching out number 19, Angel Vasquez, for number 83, Jordan Mendoza.
Personal foul, face mask on the Cavemen.
Righty then, now with the face mask, that is going to move the Centennial Hawks up to a 1st and 10 on the Carlsbad 27-yard line. Lance is going to take it, hand off to Acosta, who's going to barrel forward up the right side of the field.
Great
It's
run
a solid
there.
gain of 8 yards.
Great run.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, he's definitely a workhorse back, Zane. Adrian Gomez did great for us in the first couple games, but depending on how his injury goes, Acosta might have to carry us for quite a bit of district play. But he looks promising as of so far.
Agreed. Another holding.
That is going to put a holding call on Centennial High School, and it's going to move them back to where they started, actually.
Those holding penalties just keep piling on Centennial. It just hurts them.
Exactly. You know, I always say it even more so. It's very unfortunate when your running back is giving it all he has and makes a fantastic run, but then that is negated by a penalty.
There's no safety help in the backfield.
All right. Now Aiden Trujillo is out to the left side, but looks like Lance Frost is going to take it with the quarterback run.
There was no safety help for Carlsbad that time, and they did not throw the ball.
Absolutely not. Very unfortunate. Definitely missed opportunity. 3:59 left to go in the first quarter. Score still tied 0-0. Hawks have the ball. Second down situation. 2nd and 16 on the Carlsbad High School 34-yard line. Frost is going to take it once again in the gun. 2 receivers out to his left side. He's going to keep it again. Acosta blocking for him. Slams forward, but still will be short of the first down by about 11 yards. Yeah, I'd like to see the Centennial Hawks OC take advantage more of Lance's arm. He's not afraid to throw, and when he does, it's rather accurate.
Exactly. They just don't. You see it through their previous games. They just don't trust their receivers.
Exactly. Very unfortunate. 3:08 left to go in the first quarter here. Frost with trips out to his left side. He's going to take it off the left. Tackle missed by, I'm not exactly sure which member of the O-line, but Frost is nearly sacked, and the pass is going to be incomplete.
That was tipped by the big guy for Carlsbad, Shamar Smith, number 88.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier, Zane. Carlsbad has some really, really big guys, and you just saw one example of the pain that it looks like they're intending to bring down on the Centennial High School offense.
Are they?
It looks like they're contemplating going for it, but I think it would be probably, I'm not exactly sure.
They're going for it.
They are going for it.
Wow.
Interesting. Looks like they're going to replicate Carlsbad, but
And now Carlsbad will have that
be more effective.
coverage in the
Now
back.
Lance play action pass. Crockett breaks down, sends the pass deep in the
That
middle.
is a
It is caught.
touchdown.
Number 3, no one guarding the receiver, Darren Rodriguez, for the Hawks. That'll put 6 on the board, making it Centennial High School 6, Carlsbad 0, with 2:53 left to go in the first quarter.
Now,
Zane, he was absolutely wide open.
it looked like that he was going to run to me, but as soon as I saw him step up in the pocket and throw that ball, it confused the Carlsbad as well, and what a great call to do that option throw.
Absolutely. When you let Mr. Frost throw, good things happen, obviously. All right. Now the extra point is going to be good, making the score Hawks 7, Cavemen 0, with 2:53 left to go in the first quarter.
Now that was a brave call by the coaches for Centennial to go for it on 4th and long and get that touchdown.
Absolutely, but I love brave calls, especially when you decide to throw on them. All righty then. Now the Cavemen are going to get another shot at putting 6 on the board as well, though that was negated earlier on with the turnover on downs.
Carlsbad just couldn't make a stop when they had him. When the Centennial had those holding calls, they just couldn't keep him back.
Exactly. And, it was a solid example of the trickaroo, Zane, if you'll call it. I think that they had anticipated this for Centennial High School to replicate them beforehand with the design quarterback run on 4th down. But instead, once the pocket broke down, Frost just tossed it right on over to Rodriguez, and they put 6 on the board.
And you saw it there. They looked a little more confident. Instead of having Noah Bartlett as quarterback, he has Lance Frost doing all of it.
Absolutely. A fantastic job of it as well. Once again, 2:53 left to go in the first quarter. Hawks 7, Cavemen 0. With number 21 for the Hawks, Joseph Hernandez out here to kick off this next drive. And we begin very high up to the left side. He's going to bounce back and will be out of bounds at just about the Cavemen 15-yard line. And there is going to be a penalty out on the play.
When you see the ball go out of bounds on a kickoff, Carlsbad will definitely take that. It's giving them extra yardage, and now they start at the 35.
Exactly, and that is not something you want to happen when you're the Centennial High School defense. Although the offense is being more efficient and giving them more time to rest still, I mean, any little bit of yardage hurts your cause.
Exactly. Centennial needs to play the same way on defense as they played the last drive.
So now Willis with the handoff to Tate Collins again for
A penalty
short gain
there.
of 2 yards.
Possibly a holding.
I believe you're right. I think it was a holding, Zane. Couldn't quite catch the number of the player, though.
I did not.
That is going to be a holding penalty on the Carlsbad Cavemen. 2:48 left to go in the first quarter. Hawks 7, Cavemen 0. Carlsbad with the ball. They're going to come back on here. It's going to be 1st and 20 on their own 35-yard line, although the scoreboard hasn't seemed to change yet. Now Willis set here in the pistol. He's going to take it with the handoff once again to Collins. Will run up the left side of the field for a short gain.
Now, that was interesting because 1st and long, Centennial expects to run. Why not throw the ball downfield?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I think that it's certainly a possibility that the Cavemen are having the same issue that Centennial has had in previous games, which is that they don't trust their receivers.
No, they do not.
They do not rely on their quarterback's ability to throw the ball, which they truly have no reason not to. The couple times that Willis has, he's made some solid passes. But, you know, obviously it's working out well for the Hawks. Box pretty stacked. Willis in the pistol once again. He's going to take it with the handoff. Actually, no, quarterback keeper. Willis is going to run up there, tripped. And I believe he was going to have the ball 3rd and 10. Not sure if he was down beforehand.
3rd and 9. 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. A solid job of Jakin there. Although he is not the biggest guy in the world. I mean, 5'11". But, well, 5'11 isn't a bad size. But still, he does manage to bob and weave through those front 7. He did get several yards on the carry. And Willis out here once again. 2 receivers to his right and 1 to his left. 1 man accompanying him in the backfield. Rolls out to the right side of the field. Willis with pressure. Pocket breaks down. Sends a high pass intended for number 4 for the Carlsbad Cavemen, Jordan Molina. That was nearly caught by.
And there was man coverage on this side of the field. And if it was a route that kept going for number 4 to go deep, he would have definitely beat him.
Oh, no doubt about it. 1:11 left to go in the first quarter. Hawks 7, Cavemen 0. After that, incomplete pass is going to be 4th and 9 on the Carlsbad High School 36-yard line. Now, not sure. Do my eyes deceive me, Zane? Are they going for it?
They're going for it.
Very interesting. They're only down 7. Oh, no, it looks like there's going to be a punt.
Fake.
They're just trying to pull some trickeration there in the Centennial High School defense, which didn't work very great. I mean, Centennial's going to be starting out at the 20-yard line, same as if they would have just punted it.
Exactly.
And resulted in a gotta think.
Yeah. Not a great call by Carlsbad. There.
Absolutely not. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. It's as if it would have resulted in a touchback, saying I was at a loss for words. That was weird. I think I had a bit of a brain fart there.
It's all good. It's all good.
Hawks up 7 over the Cavemen with 0. Centennial High School is going to half the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line after that punt.
Yeah, great job by that defense to get off the field in one drive.
Absolutely. Frost out here with 2 receivers out, and Acosta by his left side. He's going to have the handoff, and Acosta's going to blast through the A-gap, and we'll have a solid gain of 8 yards on the carry. Now, I saw a bit of lightning out to our north, Zane. That was interesting. Hopefully that doesn't head over here. Yeah, I think it may be over Socorro right now. Now
First
Frost
down.
with the quarterback keeper, he's going to get the first down on the carry and is going to have it 1st and 10.
Now change up your tempo here and start throwing the ball.
Absolutely. 31 seconds 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Hawks 7, Cavemen 0. After that quarterback run by Frost, Hawks are going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Lands in the gun, takes it with the handoff to Acosta. Some power forward. Once again through that A-gap, misses a tackle, dodges, and gets a 1st and 10.
What a move!
Right off the bat. Great job. Solid ankle break right there for the running back Acosta.
Now that was a little tribute to my great idol, Al Michaels. He does a little whoop when he sees those ankle breaks and those jukes.
I like the sound effects there, Sam. Have a nice versatility by Acosta there. Frost is going to take it with the handoff once again to Acosta. He's going to push forward, and that is going to be a gain of 6 yards on the carry. Now, as we're going to roll down to the end of our first quarter, I'm going to bring in our play-by-play commentator, Carl Robinson, who will be with you guys for the second.
Thank you, Max. And Zane, as we are in the break, what would you change for both teams going into the second quarter?
I mean, I think Centennial's run game is definitely working, but Carlsbad's running game, they keep calling run plays, and they just can't get anything, but they're not calling pass plays, but Centennial can do both. So I think that Carlsbad needs to start opening up with the passing, play calling for passing.
And you know, Centennial's defense with a couple 3-and-outs, and now the Centennial Hawks offense has a chance to run right back down the field, score another touchdown, and all the momentum is on their side right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are still in the break. It will be 2nd down and 5 on the 44-yard line. Now Frost comes out with the Hawks offense as we get set to start the second quarter. Okay, there are 2 wide receivers out. Frost back with 1 man back in the backfield. Lance takes the snap. The quarterback keeper, he's running, and he's got tripped up. There's a flag on the play.
My guess is it's another hold, but we'll see what it is. I didn't quite catch it there.
Let's see what the call is here. Looks like it is on Centennial as they are rolling back. It is holding on the Hawks. So this is just another mental mistake, and this will be bad if this keeps going on, as they just lost a bunch of
Oh, yeah,
yards.
definitely. And it seems to be a recurring issue on both sides, on both teams today.
And 11:54 left to go in the second quarter. It is 2nd and about 12 on the 44-yard line.
No.
49, I'm sorry.
Now, the running game has been working, but they haven't passed at all this drive, so let's see what they do here.
Lance takes the snap. He hands it off to Acosta for a gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd down and about 6 at the 45-yard line. In Carlsbad territory, there are 2 wide receivers out. Lance takes a snap. He hands it off to Acosta, who is stuffed, and then that will be 4th down. Oh, and they're going for it. It's 4th and 6. It's like 2 wide receivers out.
Now, it just amazes me that they keep running on offense.
And Lance takes a snap. He throws it. Number 44, Brett Rigtrip with the catch on the play. That will be a 1st down for the Hawks.
Now that was the first catch for Brent Rickstrup, and he definitely has a good size to him, and he can definitely catch that ball. So I expect him to keep utilizing him here.
And before the play, you and Max in the previous quarter were talking about how Centennial needs to open up on offense and throw a little bit more because these wide receivers have a lot of size.
Well, I mean, if it's working, why not just keep doing it and doing it until it just finally Carlsbad will probably eventually catch on and stop that run game.
Centennial is a running team. Frost sends a man in motion, and there is a
False
flag
start
on the play. It looks like it's on the Hawks. Let's see what the call is.
What are they calling? What's the call?
I don't know. Compo seems to be talking to the ref right now.
Possibly arguing that call there.
It is false start on the offensive line.
Now, I didn't see a jump there on offense, did you?
I'm not sure, Zane, but, you know, the mental mistakes can't be happening for the Hawks. This is just...
They are in
No,
good.
let's see.
They do have good field position right now, so let's see what they do.
Two wide receivers out. Now, Zane, what if you were the coach? What in this situation? What would you do, in your opinion?
Keep doing what you're doing. Run the ball.
Oh, and there seems like there's going to be another flag on the play.
No,
Let's
it
see
is.
what it is.
Oh, yep. Delay of game.
Delay of game on the Hawks offense. And you know, you just got that false start penalty, and now you have a delay of game. Now that's just ruining your momentum, and they seem to be getting nothing out of this drive.
1st and 20 without a holding call is definitely a big deal, and it's definitely hurting them on offense.
It is 1st and 20, 9:48 left to go in the second quarter. Frost about to take the snap. It's the snap. He play action. He throws it deep, and it is caught by Aiden Trujillo for the Hawks offense.
He finally threw the ball, and you see it there. What a great grab by number 1, Aiden Trujillo. What a great throw, though.
The Hawks offense seems to be opening up, being a little bit more aggressive than what they've been running the ball. Now, Zane, what a gutsy move by the Centennial offense to throw it deep on that play.
Definitely, but it seems as though they're testing the patience of the Carlsbad to see when that big play is going to happen, and you saw it there. It finally happened.
Frost with the quarterback keeper, and it is a touchdown for the Centennial Hawks.
And Lance Frost powered and kept his feet moving and got that touchdown. What a great play by him, and what a great drive by the Centennial Hawks.
And it seemed like Lance was going to be kept short of the touchdown, but the offensive line pushed him over the line. Now, number 21, Joseph Hernandez on the point after attempt. And it is good. 14-0 Hawks.
Now, I look to my left. Every time I see the scoreboard, I see that lightning coming down over to our left. And we'll see if that will eventually affect this game.
It just seems all the momentum on the Hawks side of the ball. Okay, 9:23 left to go in the second quarter. 14-0. Hawks are leading it. Now, Zane, as if you had control over the Carlsbad offense, what would you do being down 14-0?
Well, if that running game isn't working, you definitely need to go to that passing game. We'll see what they do here.
Yeah, Jacob Willis is about to come out with the Carlsbad offense. Centennial about to kick it off to Carlsbad. Now, Carlsbad offense, they seem to be, kind of the same way as Centennial's offense is running. They're trying to run the ball, but then defense is just pressuring them to kind of do these short little choppy passes.
Yeah. So we'll see here. But what Centennial's doing differently is that they can actually run the ball, which is helping them tremendously on offense.
Now Hernandez about to kick it off. Oh, and it looks to be
Another short kick.
short. The Carlsbad man takes it.
And they're kind of giving
For
him
a medium
They're
gain.
kind of giving the Carlsbad a gift here on offense. They gave him great field position. That's already 3 times on their starting drives here.
You know, Jake and Willis about to come out with the Carlsbad offense. Jake and Willis with the Carlsbad offense, 2 wide receivers out, sends a man in motion, number 8. Quarterback keeper, he runs it for a good gain, about 6 yards. 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line. Sorry, 47-yard line. Jake and Willis, 2 wide receivers out, 1 man in the backfield. He hands it off. Oh, and he breaks loose. He is at the 25. And what a big gain by the Carlsbad offense.
Great run there. Able to keep moving his feet and finding those holes, and he was just explosive right there, and Centennial was definitely not ready for that in the backfield.
And that run was courtesy of Tate Collins, number 2. Carlsbad offense is rolling right now. Jake and Willis snaps the ball. Quarterback keeper, gain of about 6. 2nd down, 8:33 left to go in the 2nd quarter. It's 2nd and 7 on the 15. 2 wide receivers out. Jake and Willis hands it off to Tate Collins and is caught by the Hawks defense. .807 left to go in the 2nd quarter. It is 3rd and 5. Jake and Willis gets the snap. Quarterback keeper. And
Nice
seems to be
job by
stuffed
that.
short of the 1st down.
Nice job by that defensive line for Centennial. They were to keep them from getting that long explosive play again to get that touchdown, but instead they stopped him here. Let's see if they go for it. I assume they will.
It is 4th and 3 on the Hawks' 13-yard line. And Zane, with a big play by Tate Collins, what do you do as the Hawks defense being caught at the end?
Well, you saw it there. They adjusted, and they were able to keep him held back in the backfield for little gains each time. Let's see if Centennial can get another big stop on 4th and short.
Oh, it seems like a timeout by the Carlsbad Cavemen. And Zane, for Centennial, they have Gadsden next week coming up.
Yeah, and Gadsden has been playing not very well against other teams this year, and we'll see if Centennial, depending on how this game goes, let's see if they can keep that up going into next week.
And we were here last week, and Onyate killed Gadsden.
Yeah, it's hard, but I think if Gadsden needs to adjust and definitely play better.
And up next for Carlsbad is Onyate, who Onyate killed Gadsden last week, as we just talked about.
Yeah, and I like what I saw for Onyate. They definitely opened up with that offensive play calling.
And Jake and Willis coming out with a Carlsbad offense. He has 2 wide receivers out to the right. 1 man in the backfield. Takes the snap. He rolls out to his right, looking. Oh, and he escapes the tackle. And he seems to be down at the 1-yard line. And that was a big play, Zane, on 4th down.
If you're Centennial, you have that many guys closing on the quarterback. You need to make that stop, and they just couldn't get it there. Nice cut by the quarterback.
Yeah, the Centennial defense seems to be flustered by this drive. The Cavemen takes a snap and is stuffed by the Centennial defense. It'll be second down. 6:46 left to go in the second quarter. Zane, let's see if this Centennial defense has what it takes here deep in their territory right now with Carlsbad pushing.
You like to see Carlsbad have a man wide out just to kind of go for a fade maybe.
And that will be a touchdown, Cavemen, as they punch their ticket for 6 points.
Nice power run, great blocking, and he used those holes and just got it right into the touchdown.
And Jordan Barker, number 24, for the point after attempt. Oh, and it is blocked by the Centennial defense on the point.
There's
after.
James Bowers. Just like I said, he's definitely a fast player, and he's blocked one before, and you saw it in the first game for Centennial against Albuquerque High.
Yeah, and James Blowers is one of the really true leaders on this Hawks defense.
Definitely.
.6:23 left to go in the second quarter. 14-6 Hawks. Centennial set out here to receive the kick.
If I'm Centennial here, I just keep doing what you're doing, just stay calm and keep pushing those chains and get a touchdown.
Jordan Barker set to kick it off. 2-man out deep for Centennial, out to receive the kick. Carlsbad in a weird another short kick for Carlsbad. And the Hawks will take it at about the 27-yard line.
I'm not so sure why number 2, Ryan Ortiz, fair and catch there. He definitely had some room to get some more yardage, but I guess he just assumed that it'd be safer to just keep the ball where it's at.
Frost comes out here with the Hawks offense, and they have had a couple of significant scoring drives. It is 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. 6:23 left to go in the second. Two wide receivers out to the right. Frost takes the snap. He rolls out to his left. Quarterback keeper. And that will be a big gain. That seems like it'll be a first down for the Hawks.
Yeah, that definitely will be a first down. What a great run by Lance Frost. Flag.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
I didn't quite catch it there.
Let's see what the call is. Holding on the Hawks offense. Lance with that big run seems to keep the Hawks offense rolling, but another mental mistake as the Hawks are moving back.
Yeah, those holding penalties keep piling on, but on other drives you saw that they were able to overcome those 10 yards lost. Let's see if they can keep doing it here.
Centennial. They have 2 wide receivers out to their right, and they seem like potential targets for Lance, maybe a play action here. He takes the snap, hands it off to Acosta, and he is tackled.
Yeah, he got those yards back.
And that was 1st and 18 on the previous play at 19. It will be 2nd down and 9 with 5:48 left to go in the second. Ball's on the 29. Lance with 1 man in the backfield, 2 wide receivers out to his right. Frost takes the snap, he rolls out to his right. Looks like he's going to keep the ball, and he is flushed out of bounds. And that seems pretty... And that will be at the 32-yard line? It'll be 3rd and 1. Lance Frost was just short of the 1st down. 2 wide receivers now to his left, 1 man in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it off quarterback keeper, and is stuffed for a loss of yardage. It'll be 4th down for the Hawks offense.
Interesting call there to keep running the ball.
And you know, Carlsbad, they came down and scored a touchdown on the previous drive, and this seems like a big stop for the Carlsbad defense, but it looks like Centennial's going for it on 4th down.
Now it looks like Carlsbad is kind of getting a wrap on things on the running game. They're able to hold him to a 4th and 1 there.
It'll be 4th and 1 at the 36, 4:51 left to go in the second quarter.
They're going for it.
Frost take. Oh no, it seems like a pooch punt. And it will be received at the 30.
I don't know who Carlsbad or Centennial's trying to trick there with their little fake punts, so to say, but it looks like they're going for it on 4th down, but then they punt the ball, and they're getting they're giving both teams a gift there for field position.
That's right, Zane. The ball is at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cavemen. Jake and Willis seems to come out with the Caveman offense. 1 man in the backfield, 1 wide receiver out. He hands it off to number 8. Dustin Eaton, who's a junior.
Nice job by Centennial, just keeping to a short game there. Gain.
Willis, there's 2 wide receivers out. 1 man in the backfield. Willis takes the snap. Oh, it seems to be miscommunicated. And that will be a run of some good yardage.
Yeah, it'll definitely be 3rd and manageable here. Let's see if they go for the pass or keep it up with the run game.
And that run was courtesy of, again, Dustin Eaton. Willis, 1 man in the backfield, takes the snap. Quarterback keeper rolls out to his left. Oh, and he almost broke the tackle there, Zane, for a big play and a Caveman 1st down.
Yeah, nice cut by Jake and Willis there to find that block and then just keep going and get that 1st down for Carlsbad Cavemen.
3:52 left to go in the second quarter. 1st 10 Cavemen. He hands it off to Tate Collins. Breaks the tackle, gets to about a gain of 2. The ball will be at the 50-yard line. 2nd and 8, 3:29 left to go in the second. Willis takes the snap. He rolls out to his right. He throws it deep, and the wide receiver seemed to be tripped up, but the ball was uncatchable for the receiver.
Yeah, not a great throw by Jake and Williams for the receiver there, but if he had just kept throwing, that throwing it downfield, the receiver definitely would have beat the corner there.
It is 3rd and 7. Cavemen about to come out. So the offense comes out of the huddle. 2 wide receivers out, 1 man in the backfield.
Centennial needs a big stop here.
Sets it up, rolls out to his right. He's looking downfield, but no, he keeps it, and he gets, and he got a big gain there. Big hit, though, out of bounds by the Hawks defense. 3:15 left to go in the second quarter. Zane, your thoughts?
Well, it looks like Centennial was afraid to go after the quarterback there. They're closing on him, but Jacob Williams is definitely faster than them, and he kept that play alive and got a first down for him.
Yeah, and the Cavemen have these big backs, including the quarterback, Jacob Wills. With Tate Collins, it seems to be an intimidating factor for the Hawks defense, as you said. Comes out 3 wide receivers out. Willis surveys the field. Takes the snap, hands it off to Tate Collins, and is kept short by the Hawks defense, tackled.
Yeah, Jacob Williams throughout this game has definitely been able to read his blocks and cut and go for an explosive and get those first downs, much needed first downs.
It'll be 2nd and 9 at the 41 with 2:51 left to go in the second. Takes the snap, keeps it, and that looks like it'll be a gain of 4. And Zane, the Cavemen are getting good yards on these runs, and the Hawks can't seem to stop them.
Yeah, those Centennial students definitely don't seem to be making enough noise, and it's much needed for third downs here.
Receivers out, 1 man in the backfield. Willis takes the snap. And there's a fumble on the play, picked up by the Hawks defense.
No, it was close. Looks like James Blowers barely let that go under him, and it looks like Carlsbad got lucky there.
Yeah, and that was a huge missed opportunity by the Hawks defense, who could just go back on offense. A couple of successful scoring drives. Like a timeout for the Hawks.
It's like Carlsbad was lining up to do one of those, fake 4th down, going for it on 4th down and punting the ball again. And I don't know why they keep doing that. It's just it's not a great play call.
Yeah, and Zane, both teams are 0-1 in league play and haven't had very successful starts to the season.
Yeah, but like I said, as district play moves along, I expect these Las Cruces teams to definitely produce more wins for the record and hopefully a playoff berth.
The Hawks defense comes back on the field. Hopefully they came out more prepared than last time. Willis is taking the Cavemen out to the field. 2 wide receivers out. It seems like 3 backs in the backfield. Willis. It seems like it's going to be a punt here. It's 4th and 15, 1:27 left to go in the second. He punts it, and it is received by Centennial. And he is tackled.
Picked up looks like he got about 10 there.
And that punt was courtesy of Jordan Molina from Carlsbad. The score is 14-16. Hawks lead it. 1:19 left to go in the second. 1st and 10. Hawks as Frost comes out.
Yeah. I expect to see, as the half closes out here, definitely just running the ball and letting it go to halftime.
And with the score likely not to change unless the Hawks go downfield and just add on to their lead, what would you do Okay, so Bartlett rolls out to his right and is flustered. He is flushed out of bounds. And
It's like
there is a flag on the play.
Maybe a late hit there.
Bartlett.
Let's see what the call is. 1:06 left to go in the second.
Flag on the play.
They brought out quarterback Noah Bartlett there to give Lance a break. Looks like they wanted to throw that ball there, and good job by Noah Bartlett to escape that tackle. And
They wave the flag off.
they got rid of that flag. No call there.
Okay, so Bartlett comes out with the Hawks offense. 4 wide receivers out.
There's a mismatch on the right side here. Oh, he dropped back. The corners dropped back to play zone.
Bartlett takes the snap. He hands it off to Acosta, who with the block, he is tackled at the 45, and that was a big play by the Hawks.
Yeah, Centennial still has those 2 timeouts. It looks like they're going to keep moving the ball down the field and use those timeouts. Let's see what they do. I like that call, though, to do a little fake.
58 seconds left to go in the quarter. 1st and 10, Hawks. Seemed the Cavemen took a timeout on the play.
Those Hawks there took that timeout.
So Zane, as we're leading down from the first half, if you were the head coach of both teams, what would you change to get a little bit of momentum back on your side?
Well, I like what I saw those last 2 drives by the Carlsbad offense to get that running game, definitely improvising that running game, getting the ball downfield more. But I think if you're Centennial, try throwing in a little bit more passing plays, even though the running game is definitely working here for you.
So Bartlett comes out with the Hawks offense, set to take the play. 4 wide receivers out on the play. 58 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 1st and 10, Hawks at the 46-yard line. Bartlett takes the snap. He rolls out to the left. He throws it. It is caught at about it is caught in Carlsbad territory.
Yeah, nice job there to throw it to near the out of bounds to just catch the ball and get out of bounds quicker.
52 seconds left to go in the second quarter. It'll be 2nd and 1, Hawks at the 45 in Carlsbad Carlsbad territory. 4 wide receivers out. Bartlett takes the snap. He looks to his right. He throws it. Oh, and that will be incomplete.
It's like Noah Bartlett was a little flustered there in the backfield. Couldn't get the throw off, but he kept looking. He kept his eyes downfield. Great protection by the offensive line.
Pass intended for senior wide receiver Ryan Ortiz on the last play. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 45. 46 seconds left to go in the second quarter for the Hawks. One man in the backfield, 4 wide receivers out. Bartlett rolls out to his right. He looks downfield. Oh, and the Carlsbad offense seems to be pressuring him. He throws it downfield, and it is intercepted by the Cavemen. Oh, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is on.
Interception. Cavemen. 23. Evan Lada.
Yeah, Noah Bartlett definitely wanted to go deep down there, but he didn't quite have the arm strength on that play and results in an interception.
And Zane, it seemed like he was pressured by the Carlsbad defense, who have been causing some pressure during this half.
Well, the O-line's definitely giving him enough time. I think the problem there is the receivers not getting open and that great coverage that was Carlsbad defensive backs.
The flag was on Centennial, and it'll just... Anyway, Willis coming out with the Carlsbad offense. 34 seconds left to go. In the second, it'll be 1st and 10 Cavemen. And Willis with 4 wide receivers left to go. Let's see what he can make of the remaining seconds in the second quarter. The ref's discussing something on the field. Play about to start. They're moving up.
I was a little confused last time. Why it said 3rd down. Little confusion on the sideline there.
Willis is by himself in the backfield. It seems like they're going to pass on the play, trying to gain any last bits of momentum that they can get.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Jake and Wilkins has been running very well and very effectively. Let's see if he can do that here, or they'll just keep that. They'll pass and try to get a touchdown here.
Sends a man in motion, number 12. Rolls out, he throws it out, and that will be a gain of about 5.
Carlsbad has one. Carlsbad has one timeout here. They use it.
That catch was courtesy of Evan Lara, senior wide receiver for Cavemen. Timeout Centennial on the play, 23 left to go in the second quarter, 2nd and 5 on the 44.
Now, we haven't seen it this game, but do you think Jake and Willis has that arm strength to maybe throw a Hail Mary here?
I don't know. Basically, all half, it seems to me that they've just been throwing short top passes.
Yeah.
They haven't been really being aggressive and going downfield, so I guess we'll see here in a minute. The Hawks defense out on the field. So if you were the Hawks, Zane, if you had control over the Hawks defense, what would you try to bring awareness to?
Drop back here. Just keep your DBs and safeties back just to avoid that big pass downfield. And hopefully that your linebackers and defensive line can stop those short run games.
Yeah, you definitely, as the Hawks defense, don't want to give up anything easy and make this a closer game than what it is. 14-6, Hawks lead it, 23 left to go in the second.
I think probably the king of Hail Marys is Aaron Rodgers, of course. What do you think?
I don't know, but it seems like Jake and Willis seems to be taking out the Cavemen. Take the snap. He rolls out. He looks downfield. He throws it deep, and it is almost caught by the Cavemen. Good coverage on the Hawks defense.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 23, Evan Lala.
The pass was intended for Evan Lara, wide receiver.
He definitely had him beat. If he had just a little bit more speed, he would have been able to catch that for a touchdown. But great throw by Jake and Willis, and we were able to see that arm strength now.
Yes, we were. Willis comes back out with the offense.
I'd like to
take the snap.
Yeah, I'd like to see a Hail Mary, or that'd definitely be interesting.
Takes the snap. He rolls out to his left. He's looking downfield. He throws it to number 4, caught, and he is running. He escapes the tackle and will be down at the 26. 7 seconds left to go in the second.
Yeah, he was able to get out of bounds there. Looks like
to head into halftime.
Looks like Carlsbad still had that timeout.
Well, I don't know. 7 seconds left to go in the half.
Really?
Well, I don't know. We just saw that arm strength by Willis, so I don't know. They have a pretty good chance of scoring here. If he has the arm strength, I mean, he can definitely throw it in the end zone for a chance to score.
Yeah. The problem with dropping back there, but I know I said it before, that it'd be a good call to drop back there. But that time, they left the middle of the field open, and he was able to get a big gain there and move the chains for Carlsbad.
Carlsbad is moving back.
Oh, my bad.
Supposedly there was an ineligible receiver on the play. And that is a loss of momentum for the Cavemen. I don't know. We saw Willis throw to the end zone, but they were a little bit closer than this.
Yeah, that penalty definitely took him back.
Let's see if he has the arm strength to throw it downfield. This will definitely be the last play of the game. Or the half. Sorry, folks. The half. Max is back here in the booth laughing.
I'm laughing at him.
The Hawks have called a timeout on the play. It is 14-6 Hawks. Safeties are deep, getting ready for the last play of the half. They're definitely preparing for a long, deep pass from the Cavemen. And the Cavemen definitely have some size on the offense. There are 4 wide receivers out, 1 man in the backfield with Willis.
Punting.
And it seems like they're going to punt.
Looks like Ocampo's waving it off just to let it go.
Jordan Molina punts it deep. The Cavemen down it. 1 second left in the half. It'll be Hawks ball.
They're just going to knee it here. Or they could confuse him.
You know, anything's possible. Kneeling it would be the smart and wise decision for the Hawks.
Indeed.
I mean, they're already leading it, and so I wouldn't try to do anything stupid and on the Hawks side of the ball. And the Carlsbad safeties are deep, just being a little bit cautious. And Frost takes a knee. This will be the end of the first half. Hawks lead at 14-6. We're going to take it onto the field. We will be right back for the start of the second half.
the field, please welcome the Centennial High School Marching Band. Band director is Philip Ramos. Assistant band director Ernesto Luis. The band is assisted by Mark Vigo, Juan De Leon, Alicia Grijalva, Tyler Bird, Bailey Fritz, Lauren Keeter, Antoinette Musella, and Nathan Wood. Drum majors are Dylan Correa and Abigail Lusinski. The band's program is titled Venom. Musical selections include Symphony No. 5 by Beethoven, Lacrimosa from Requiem by Mozart, Symphonie Fantastique by Merlois, and Waltz from Jazz, Suite No. 2 by Shostakovich. geometry, 132, college algebra. She's her second year of teaching. She has been married for 2 years to Mr. Gentry, who works at NMSU. Ms. Gentry also helps sponsor Centennial High School Fellowship for Christian Athletes. Mrs. Gentry loves to make music and play sports. As a math teacher, she realizes that math is one of the hardest subjects and will do whatever to help her students. Ms. Gentry is proud to be a Hawk and humbly picked as Teacher of the Week. Beth Renault has been teaching for 20 years. She currently teaches biology and forensic science. She is married to Brian Renault and has 3 children, Bryce, Allison, and Brady. She has been at Centennial since the school opened and has enjoyed every minute. She is thankful to be selected as Teacher of the Week. Yvonne Palmer is in her 14th year of teaching. She teaches nutrition and personal development. She is married to her amazing husband, Daryl, and has 3 awesome kids, Haley, Peyton, and William. She loves supporting her kids' sports and activities and enjoys cooking, eating, playing cards, board games with her family. Ms. Palmer is passionate about teaching and hopes to make a difference in the lives of young people. She believes in the goodness and potential of every student and is thankful for the recognition of Teacher of the Week. Ladies and gentlemen, Las Cruces Public School Superintendent Dr. Ewing, Michael Montoya, Principal at Centennial High School, and Veronica Vasquez, Hawks Football Booster President, would like to present the Teacher of the Week certificates of appreciation to Rachel Gentry, Beth Renault, and Yvonne Palmer. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick round of applause for all 3 of our Teachers of the Week at Centennial High School.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get the second half started off here at the Field of Dreams. The Centennial High School Hawks are up 14 over the Carlsbad Cavemen with 6 points. Now, Zane, although the Hawks pretty much dominated the first half, the Cavemen did start to come back on the last drive in that second quarter. So what do you think are some improvements that the Cavemen need to make if they want to bounce back from this 8-point deficit?
Well, at the end there, you saw that Centennial couldn't stop those big. Carlsbad definitely had some few explosive runs there, but I expect them to keep doing that. But I think they haven't utilized the pass game as much as Centennial has. So we'll see how that goes this half.
Yeah, definitely. Centennial has done a fantastic job utilizing the pass game beforehand. Their offense was primarily oriented around starting quarterback Lance Frost's ability to run. But now Frost threw out a solid touchdown to number 3 receiver Darren Rodriguez, and then ran one into the end zone himself after a nice catch by number 1 wide receiver Aiden Trujillo.
Yeah, like I said before, Lance Frost can definitely do it all. There's no doubt to that. But I think mixing up a little bit more.
Definitely. But you know, to Carlsbad's they do have some pretty fantastic defensive players. I've been very impressed by the defensive end number 88, Shamar Smith. He has put some great solid pressure on Lance Frost and Noah Bartlett in the first half.
But in the second quarter, it looked like Shamar Smith was definitely getting double blocked there because Centennial did notice that he was able to get some good pressure on him. So I like how the line's playing for Centennial in this game.
Exactly. They certainly did seem to catch on there. Now, Carlsbad, despite giving a touchdown, did not make the extra point because it was blocked by number 5, James Blowers, for the Centennial High School Hawks. Now, it's going to be interesting to see if they can open up Jake and Willis's arm more and try and spread out their offense and utilize the passing game just like the Hawks have.
Yeah, because you saw at the end of there that Jake and Willis can definitely throw the ball.
Absolutely. Now, once again, we're just about a minute and 20 seconds out from the beginning of the second half. Hawks have 14, Cavemen have 6. Centennial Hawks are 1-4 overall, and Carlsbad is 2-3. Now, I'm sorry, earlier on I said this is the beginning of district play. This is actually the second week of district play. I guess I thought I was back in time in week 5. But, yeah, not a great year for the Las Cruces schools, Zane, other than Cruces, obviously, who has a 3-1 record.
Yeah.
Now, as far as district play goes, Centennial is 0-1, Carlsbad is also 0-1, as well as Gadsden is after that loss to Iñate last week. And, Iñate is going to be taking on Carlsbad next week here at the Field of Dreams. Now, along with that, Hobbs is 1-0 after they beat Centennial last week. And then Mayfield is also 1-0, as well as Iñate is. Alrighty then, 12. We're going to start off the second half here. The Field of Dreams, once again, Hawks 14, Carlsbad Cavemen 6. Referees are congregating on the middle of the field as the Centennial High School offense comes out here to get ready for the second half. They did defer in the first and kicked off, so now they're going to be receiving the ball, and we'll start on this opening drive unless there is a miscommunication or mistake on the initial kickoff.
You know, it's definitely a different game than it was last week for Centennial when they were at Hobbs. You know, they kept switching quarterbacks there between Noah Bartlett and Lance Frost a lot. But, you know, this game they definitely seem to be much more reliant this game on Lance Frost, and he's definitely showing that he can play there.
Definitely. Yeah. Now, the thing is, the difference between quarterbacks Lance Frost and Noah Bartlett is that Frost is much more athletic, but Bartlett does a better job of tossing it downfield. However, he's not great in the short and mid-range passing game, whereas Frost overall seems to be more balanced and more athletic, and that's certainly the reason why he's starting tonight. Now we're going to get the second half started off here. Second half, as the Cavemen are going to kick off. A little fake right there, as number 1 for the Cavemen, Jake Bowen, will be kicking. Now he's going pretty high out to the right side. The ball is dropped by number 11. There's a big dog pile right there. Cavemen think that they have it. Let's see what the refs are going to say about this.
I think Centennial was able to fall on that one.
I'd have to agree with you, Zane. Let's see.
Unsure. Refs are unsure.
Now, intended returner number 11 for the Hawks. Let's catch that number.
They're giving it to
Diego
Centennial.
Lopez was the one whose hands it bounced out of. But it looks
they asked the Carlsbad players to scoot back a little.
Now, the referees are still discussing this matter.
They're giving it to Carlsbad.
Now, Carlsbad Cavemen are going to get this kickoff return, and they are going to start their drive off deep into the Centennial High School territory. They will have it 1st and 10 at the CHS 19-yard line. Zane, I think Centennial High School might blame me for that one because I think I jinxed them a bit earlier on when I said if everything goes well and there's no miscommunication or mistake by any of the returners, they're going to start this drive off. But obviously that took place with ball bouncing out of the hands of returner number 11, Diego Lopez. 11:52 left to go in the third quarter. You
just have to catch that ball. There's no other way to it.
Now Jake and Willis with the handoff to number 1, Jake Bowen. Bowen is going to power forward. I believe that was a gain of 7 yards on the carry.
Yeah, it's something that Carlsbad hasn't seen since they've got that touchdown. Great field position for him here.
Certainly. I think it's definitely a possibility that we could see a completely different Carlsbad Cavemen team this second half.
Yep.
Appears to be a run here. Willis set up right there under center with the handoff to the running back.
It's like Brent Rickshop got him there.
Rickshop sat him down. There's going to be a flag on on that carry. Now that was Tate Collins on the carry right there. .10:50 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks 14, Cavemen 6. 3rd and 1 on the CHS 14-yard line for Carlsbad. Willis once again under center, 2 men with him in the backfield. Hands it off to number 1, Jake Bowen, who's going to power forward, and he steamrolls for a first down on the carry.
I know I say it a lot, but definitely right there, an full house blitz would definitely have helped there because it was such a short gain.
Oh, exactly. And, I mean, you know, the play was pretty obvious from my perspective, and I think that the Centennial High School front 7 could have snuffed that out more easily, but instead they set up a nearly first and goal situation for the Carlsbad High School Cavemen. 10:15 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks 14, Cavemen 6. Willis has it 1st and 10 under center once again. 2 men in back of him. Hands off to number 1, Jake Owen, and he is going to muscle forward for a gain of 3 yards on the carry. Now, we didn't see a lot or much of any of Bowen in the first half, Zane. I guess they're trying to, I'm sure there was a pep talk in the locker room where they knew that they needed to diversify their backfield a bit if they wanted their running game to be more strong and put some points on the board. And obviously that's taken place and worked for them so far. .9:34 left to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 7 after that run by Jake Bowen. Willis once again under center. They hand off play action pass, rolling out to the right side of the field, scrambling out to the left now as the pocket breaks down, nearly sacked, runs it into the end zone for a Carlsbad High School touchdown.
You got to make those tackles.
Wow, bobbing and weaving. I think, although, you know, I don't want to detract from the athleticism of Willis, I think that was more due to just the faulty tackling of the Centennial High School defense.
And looks like Carlsbad may be going for 2 here, which is a good call.
Yeah, certainly wouldn't surprise me after the missed PAT earlier on. 9:19 left to go. Score Hawks 14, Cavemen 12. Is it Cavemen or Cavemen? Sorry.
Cavemen.
I'm going to stick to Cavemen.
Yeah.
That pronunciation sounds better to me.
Yeah, we know, like I said before, Centennial isn't doing a great job of gang tackling. They're relying in on one person to hopefully saying that maybe he'll get that tackle.
And Willis is going to cut through initially, rolling out, sends it out quick, but it is incomplete. That is going to negate the 2-point conversion, keeping the score Hawks 14, Cavemen 12, with 9:19 left to go in the third quarter.
Good pressure right there. They don't like allowing that touchdown, so they got right back out there and didn't allow him to get that 2-point conversion.
Absolutely. The CHS defense certainly learned their lesson. Now, we just got an update from the Las Cruces High School Gadsden game in Anthony. Cruces is up 44 over Gadsden, whom have 0.
Maybe another possible mercy rule as we saw last week versus Oñate and Gadsden.
Definitely, I forgot about that, Zane. Yeah, certainly wouldn't surprise me. The Cavemen have had a lot of difficulty. You know, I've been calling football for a while and for about a year and a half now and watching it for about 14 beforehand, Zane, and I don't think I had seen as many screwed up snaps and long snaps as I had in that game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
There's been a lot of holding penalties this game, and it just keeps piling on both sides, on both teams.
Absolutely. 9:19 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks 14, Cavemen 12. Now you see, when the kickoff team sort of congregates right here in one big formation and then fakes the kickoff, that is sort of an homage to the Mayfield High School special teams who do the same thing as well. I'm not sure if it's more prominent in most schools around New Mexico or in the country, but we've seen it a couple times here at the Field of Dreams. We're going to fake it right here, and once again, number 1 for the Cavemen, Jake Bowen, will be kicking off here. He's going to send it up and left. It is going to be caught and returned.
Aiden Trujillo on the catch there.
Now Aiden Trujillo is going to be sat down just short of the Centennial High School 35-yard line. Looks like that return went a lot more smoothly than the Hawks' last one, as Lance Frost is going to come out here on the field to start this drive, 1st and 10. I'm sure the Hawks expected to be at least 7 more up and not with a 2-point deficit. Well, not 2-point deficit, but 2-point advantage, I mean.
Yeah, definitely. I assume they're going to keep these runs, just keep going.
Definitely. Now Frost, 2 men accompanying him in the backfield, fakes the handoff, the quarterback keeper out to the right side of the field, turns on the afterburners, hustling down. He will be sat down for a first down. There is a flag, however. I do believe it will be a hold on Centennial High School. Let's see what the refs have to say.
Looks like 64 was holding number 88.
Now that is going to be a holding penalty on the CHS Hawks and will unfortunately cancel out that great run by Lance Frost. But that kid has a set of wheels on him, Zane, no doubt about it.
He definitely does. But you see big guys like Shamar Smith, and majority of the time when you see a big run like that, sometimes you'll see a holding call there.
Absolutely. 9:05 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks 14, Cavemen 12. After that holding penalty, it is going to make it. We're going to repeat the first down here for the Hawks. Now Frost lined up in the shotgun, 2 receivers out. Play action pass to the right side of the field. Number 3, the receiver, who's going to try and break some ankles, but unfortunately stopped short. Not even back to where they initially started.
It's a call there.
Complete to Ortiz. Complete to Rodriguez. I'm sorry about that.
Looks like a flag on the Carlsbad defense. Yep.
It is going to be a flag on the Carlsbad defense, eh? 8:51 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks 14, Cavemen 12.
And they're moving them up.
Now that was a personal foul.
That'll
we
be
just got some confirmation from the PA. It is going to move CHS forward, and they are going to get another set of downs.
That definitely helped after that holding call.
Certainly. And once again, Hawks are going to start off 1st and 10. Frost in the shotgun with 2 receivers out as well. Fakes the pass, jumps over the O-line. Gets a gain of 4 yards on that carry. 5, actually. Wow, that was pretty impressive. He's got some nice hops there, Zane.
He does.
8:31 left to go in the third quarter. Yeah, it looks like his legs have certainly adjusted after, I believe he had an ankle injury a couple games ago against La Cueva.
Yeah.
Glad to see Frost is back out there on the field. Looks like he's going to run an identical play. It's going to be an option this time with the handoff to Acosta. It's not Acosta, actually, but the running back is powering forward. He'll be sat down for a Centennial High School first down. It was Josiah Leone, actually. He typically plays at linebacker, but looks like he's going to be killing it on the ground game, as CHS is going to have another set of 4 on the Cavemen 25-yard line.
Now, Max, that was a great run by Josiah Leon to keep his legs moving and just keep going downfield.
Certainly.
Excellent play.
Yes, Josiah is a very, very physical linebacker, and you'll see that, when it comes to switching off defensive and offensive players, linebackers do make fantastic running backs. Frost here with the quarterback keeper. He'll be stuffed short, gain of 3 yards on the carry.
I think it'll help to have a pass play here. They just keep running, and it helps them because they can do it, but I think definitely mix it up here would help.
Yeah, exactly. Well, a lot of the times, Zane, I know this is one of Cameron's favorite catchphrases, although he's actually in Texas right now. He's going to go watch Texas A&M Aggies play South Carolina. What's South Carolina's mascot again? Gamecocks, yeah. But, anyway, Cameron likes to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But the thing is, if you diversify your play calling style, it can certainly put you at a significant advantage. So that philosophy doesn't always necessarily hold true.
Nice.
As we saw right here with the pass to Brent Rigtrup for a solid gain of 5.
Yeah, nice little rollout pass, and a lot of open field for Brent Rigtrup there, and he was able to see that and keep going.
Absolutely. 7:07 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks 14, Cavemen 12. CHS has the ball 1st and 10 on the Carlsbad 12-yard line. $7:07 left to go in the third. Frost discussing with the referee real quick. Not sure what that. Oh, that was Leone, actually. Alrighty then. Now Frost set back with Leon by his side. Both the receivers set up in zone. Frost going to send a quick pass out to Josiah Leon, who's going to run it into the end zone for a Centennial High School touchdown.
What a fake there. What a fake there by Lance Frost. And you saw that when he had that deep throw earlier in the game. He faked a run and passed the ball downfield. Nice touchdown there.
Indeed. That was a great job of Josiah Leon right there to put another 6 on the board for the Hawks, making it Centennial 20, Carlsbad 12, with 7:03 left to go in the third quarter. Now, number 21 for the Hawks, Joseph Hernandez, is going to go with the PAT attempt. It's actually fake, 2-point conversion. And that'll be stuffed just short of putting another 2 on the board for the Hawks. Frost, just 1 yard short of the end zone.
Lance a little slow to get up there.
Yeah, definitely. Although I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah, I don't like that call there.
I did not like that call at all, Zane. You know, when you're up by 8 points and you have the opportunity to make it 9, it just doesn't necessarily make sense when you can just have your great kicker out there, Joseph Hernandez, put 1 through the uprights. I mean, I understand it from a momentum standpoint, and, you know, Carlsbad did attempt that 2-point conversion earlier on in the game, but still, I mean, you don't have to mimic everything they're doing. If you're beating them, then obviously your play calling is more smart than
And
theirs.
why put your star player at risk? He's definitely been shaken up. He's limping on the sideline over here.
Absolutely, another standpoint that I agree with. 7:03 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks 20, Carlsbad Cavemen 12 after that negated 2-point conversion for CHS.
Yeah, he hurt it, like you said before, he hurt his ankle. It looks like he may have shaken it up a little there.
Indeed. Alrighty then, the Hawks are going to kick off right there, right here, after that failed 2-point conversion, which followed the touchdown made by Josiah Leon. Joseph Hernandez, whistle is blown, he's going to send it downfield. Actually, it is rather short to the left side of the field, but it was a squib kick there. Another dog pile. Centennial High School believes that they have it. We'll see if the refs agree with them. Indeed, and the Centennial High School Hawks are going to start this drive. 1st and 10 at the Carlsbad Cavemen 44-yard line. Wow, what a just spectacular special teams play there, Zane. And it's certainly made up for that unfortunate 2-point conversion fail play before.
And remember that, going back to college football, remember that 2016, the first meeting between Alabama and Clemson in the national championship, they had that onside kick there and they got the ball, and that was definitely a momentum shift for them.
Definitely, Zane. And, you know, I do quite remember that play. I remember lots of expletives being screamed in my living room, as although I'm not necessarily a Clemson fan, I'm definitely an Alabama hater. Go Bucks. 7:01 left to go in the third quarter.
Roll Tide, baby.
Frost going to right back on the field in the shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff, play action pass, sends it deep down to number 3, Ortiz, who nearly makes the catch, but it is incomplete. You know, if he would have pulled that in.
Great play there by Jordan Molina to get his hand out there and not force an incompletion there.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry about that. That was Darren Rodriguez. I keep getting them mixed up. But like I was saying, if Rodriguez would have gotten his hands on the ball, I can guarantee you more likely than not that would have put another 6 on the Hawks in successive plays.
But
6:53 left to go in the third quarter.
Molina was able to lay out there and get his hand in front of him.
Exactly. Spectacular man-to-man coverage.
But I like that call. That's the first time you've seen this all game. A pass on first down for Centennial.
Indeed. Yeah, they're certainly starting to adapt to this more open spread offense. And just like we saw with Oñate last week, and they beat Gadsden, utilizing Frost's arm more, which has some fantastic accuracy. All right, 6:53 left to go in the third. Hawks 20, Carlsbad 12. Now after the incomplete pass sent out to Rodriguez, that's going to set up a 2nd and 10 situation for CHS. Alrighty then. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if they just simply go for the ground game on this one, Zane. What do you think?
I agree with you there, but I don't know. Lance definitely has an arm, and they've utilized it a bit here, but I think they should keep doing it.
Absolutely. Frost takes it. There's a whistle out.
False start. Possibly.
Now it
Offsides.
is going to be offsides on the Carlsbad Cavemen. Very fortunate call by the referees for CHS. That is going to move them up 5 yards, making it 2nd and 5 for the Hawks. Alrighty then. Now running the same play as before. Frost once again. A couple yards behind the center. 2 receivers out. Fakes the handoff and goes with the design quarterback run. Although he is stuffed just short of the first down, that is going to make it 3rd and 1 for CHS. Now I think we can start to see as the season goes on, Lance is developing his sort of upper body strength more and beginning to become a much more physical runner.
Yeah, indeed, and he definitely is very athletic, and he's able to run and pass the ball.
Certainly. Yeah, very all-around talented quarterback, man of many hats. Alrighty then. Was that a keeper or a handoff, Zane? I didn't quite see.
It was a handoff.
That was a handoff.
Josiah Leon.
Now Leon is going to be stuffed just short of the first down, I believe. Refs are still no, it is going to be a Centennial High School first down. Leon just got enough to move the chains. 5:56 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks 20, Carlsbad 12. Now, Carr just mentioned something to me real quick. Is that I forgot? Is that Lance is actually a multi-sport quarterback. Now, along with playing football, he also does baseball as well. So you can also start to see that arm and upper body strength developing.
Indeed.
Now Lance is going to roll it to the right side. Design quarterback keeper cuts through, slices, and he's going to be sat down just 1 yard short of the first down. 5:30 left to go in the third quarter. Now you also have to give it to the CHS O-line. They're making some great gaps that Lance can just cut right through, whether it be him attacking the A gap, blasting through the B gap, or cutting through the C gap. And it's definitely improving the offensive efficiency for CHS.
They're keeping those big men on the defensive line for Carlsbad, just forcing them out, especially Shamar Smith.
5:19 left to go in the third. Hawks 20, Carlsbad 12. 1st and 10 after that run by Lance. So I didn't quite think got a first down, but apparently the refs disagree. Now Frost is going to be stationed once again in the gun. Shotgun box pretty stacked. 2 tight ends out there. Handoff to Leon, who's going to run up the left side of the field, cuts through the C gap, and will be sat down.
Nice blocking upfield.
Definitely. Now Leon is going to be sat down, and I think that is going to be just short of a Centennial High School first down. It will be 2nd and 1, probably closer to 2nd and inches.
Yeah, there you saw it. Daniel Sedano was able to keep up with Josiah Leon and allowing him to cut and get short of a first down.
So, Frost set up closer here with the handoff once again to Leon. Leon is going to steamroll for a CHS first down. The chains will move, and that's going to put them just closer to putting 6 on the board. Now it looks like Ocampo is going to switch out number 26 for the Hawks. Wilson Merle.
Now you think they're going to do another one of those fake runs and throw the ball to confuse the Carlsbad again? Carlsbad Cavemen again?
It definitely wouldn't surprise me. I think that would actually be my recommended play. 1st and 10 here. 2 receivers out. Lance fakes the handoff and runs up the left side of the field. Tries to pull some jukes, but he is sat down. Once again, he's going to be short of a first, but just by 1 or 2 yards. Now the CHS offense has certainly made a comeback after that unfortunate special teams mistake at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, indeed.
3:45 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks 20, Cavemen 12. 2nd and 1 after that designed run by Frost. 2 receivers out here.
Throughout this game, Centennial was able to overcome some mental mistakes and drive downfield and get a touchdown.
Exactly.
Looks like
very stacked left side is going to get Lance Frost into the end zone for a CHS Hawk touchdown. making the score, Centennial 26, Cavemen 12 with 3:29 left to go in the third quarter.
Now that'll give Lance Frost 2 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns, which you don't see every game.
Absolutely. Now that is going to put the score 26-12 Hawks. Hernandez going to come out here, puts it through the uprights, and it is good. Making the score Hawks 27, Cavemen 12 with 3:29 left to go in the third quarter. Looks like they decided to not go for the 2-point conversion after the failed one earlier on in the third quarter. Now, looks like towards the beginning, Zane, Carlsbad seemed to have a spark of creativity and passion that was definitely propelling both their defense and offense to overpower CHS. You know, obviously the special teams had a part in that too after the initial kickoff bounced out of the hands of Diego Lopez and was recovered. But it looks like that certainly didn't seem to stop Centennial. You know, I'd have to give a lot of props to their mental fortitude. You know, when you come back on the field after the second quarter and things aren't going well for you, it's very, very easy to slip up, make mistakes, and let the score get a lot closer than it needs to be. But they have definitely bounced back from that.
Yeah.
They have gone from being a 2-point deficit, them over Carlsbad, to now a 15. So I just have to give them props for that.
But definitely that onside kick at the beginning of that drive, again, was a big momentum shift for Centennial, and they were able to capitalize on it and get it 6 points.
Absolutely.
7 points, actually.
I know Joseph Hernandez out here to kick once again for the Hawks.
And I think Carlsbad will be ready this time.
3:29 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks 27, Cavemen 12. Off to the left side, pretty high. Returner is going to take it up the right side and be stopped at the Carlsbad 41-yard line. Now that return was courtesy of number 42 for the Carlsbad High School Cavemen, Thomas Villarreal. 3:24 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks 27, Cavemen 12. 1st and 10.
Did you catch that penalty?
I did not quite, but it looks like it's going to move the Cavemen forward. What was it on the Hawks, Zane?
I'm not sure.
Not sure either. But that is going to move them into CHS territory. It was an illegal substitution on CHS. Very costly as that moves them in to Centennial High School territory. Now, with the handoff there to Tate Collins, that is going to give the Cavemen a solid 2 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Carlsbad will definitely need to start throwing the ball here because they're just not getting anything on running these pass drives.
Absolutely. 3:06 left to go in the third quarter. Clock winding down. Hawks 27, Cavemen 12 with the ball. 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard gain by Collins. Alrighty then. Now, Willis is going to be in the gun. 2 receivers out. Sends a man in motion to his left side and hands it off to number 1, who's going to be sat down by the big old defensive player Brent Rigtrup for the Hawks, who also doubles as a tight end, and he absolutely slammed Jake Bowen to the ground and likely negated a first down for the Cavemen.
Nice play there by Brent to just rock him and sit him down.
Certainly. Yeah, he does seem to be a pretty fantastic asset for Centennial on both sides of the ball. Great linebacker there. 2:06 left to go in the third quarter. Clock winding down. Hawks 27, Cavemen 12. Willis scrambling. Pocket breaks down, and he will be sacked. Just 1 yard short of the first down. Righty then. Now with that negated first down on the Willis designed run, that is going to set up 4th and 2. Jeez, mixed up my words there for the Cavemen. 1:33 left to go in the third quarter. apparently they're deciding to go for it here as Willis is lined up under center. 3 men behind him and 1 receiver to his right. Handoff to Tate Collins, who's going to run it up the left side of the field. Although I believe
He got it.
he did get it, Zane. Great call there by the head coach for Carlsbad.
Yeah.
And now the offense is going to get another 4 chances at
Again,
36
those
on the board.
Now you'd like to see some more gang tackling, but that time they just left it to number 21 to try to get him down, but he definitely needs some help there.
Now, Centennial High School student section seems to be pretty riled up down there. Drum line came out. 1:08 left to go in the third quarter.
Yep, this is a lot of they've been all night.
Absolutely. Because I don't know if it's just you, but I always get really annoyed when everyone's screaming and drumline comes out when offense is on the field. I mean, they need to hear the plays.
Exactly. And you see them every time. You see the coaches try to silence the little wing flap thing to silence the crowd.
Exactly. Good thing that CHS student section has got it figured out. Willis with the handoff to Tate Collins once again.
Tate Collins
But he
slipped a little
stuffed
there.
for no gain. Less than a minute left to go in the third quarter. Hawks 27, Cavemen 12. After Tate Collins is stuffed, it is going to be 2nd and 10 at the CHS 32-yard line. 41 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Alrighty then. Cavemen offense congregating here. All right, so Zane, hypothetically, you're the OC for Carlsbad. What are you calling this play?
Neil. Just kidding. A pass
Thank you.
downfield.
This looks like we have a comedian here. Now the pro set, Willis is going to take it on the designed run, but he is smacked, courtesy of number 58 for the Centennial High School Hawks, Esteban Olivas. It was by Rig Trupp, I'm sorry. Once again, the huge linebacker, center of that linebacking core. Now the third quarter is going to come to a close here with that fantastic tackle. And I am going to introduce once again, well, I guess not really an introduction, but bring in our play-by-play Carl Robinson to close you guys out.
Thanks, Max. And as we're about to kick off for the fourth quarter, Zane, it started off at the start of the third quarter. It was Centennial was only winning by 2 points, and they seemed to take a bigger lead, and they're leading by 15 now. The score is 27-12.
Yeah,
Hawks.
like I said before, Centennial definitely has the momentum coming out in this half, and it's helping them a lot here.
And in your opinion, if you were the Cavemen, what would you do in this situation?
Just keep trying to get force 3 and outs here, and that'll definitely help your offense, and hopefully the offense can start producing some passes, which they have not been able to do this whole entire half.
And the Hawks defense is putting the pressure on the Cavemen as they have put some heavy hits
Definitely.
on the offense.
But also they've caught along with their running. Carlsbad just keep running the ball, and it's not going to help them anymore.
It'll be, well, we're here about to start the fourth quarter. It'll be 3rd and 10 at 32, Cavemen ball. As Willis comes out with the Cavemen offense ready for the play. They set out with 1 wide receiver out, sends a man in motion. Willis takes a snap, he throws, and it was just off the fingertips of number 4. Wide receiver.
Yeah,
Jordan Molina.
yeah,
on
great
the-
job by Washburn Garcia to get in the face of the receiver for Carlsbad and able to force that incompletion.
Yes, indeed, and it is 4th and 10 at the 32, and it looks like the Cavemen are about to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, this is about the only thing they can do since they're down 12-27 against this tough Centennial defense so far.
Okay, he hands it off, flips it over to number 1. He runs it. It is a short gain of about 3. The Cavemen are not going to get the first down as Centennial's offense is set to come out for the fourth quarter.
Looks like a flag.
There's a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is going to be.
My guess it's on Carlsbad.
You know, Zane, it's only a 2-possession game. I mean, 11:49 left to go in this fourth quarter, and it seems like with the size of the Carlsbad defense and offense, it seems like they could easily get back in this, but the Centennial has so much momentum on their side.
Yeah, and it's just not enough. It's not great play calling on offense. Football is a two-side game, and if you can't get anything on offense and rely too much on your defense, it's definitely not going to help you, and you can see it here in this game.
Yeah, Carlsbad's defensive there's a flag on the play. Penalty was declined. It will be first down and 10 Hawks at the 32, or sorry, the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I think put the final nail in the coffin here and get a touchdown here.
Frost sets up with 3 wide receivers out. One man in the backfield. Gets the snap. Quarterback keeper. And he runs for a good solid gain of about 8 yards on the play. 11:34 left to go in the fourth quarter. Yeah, it seems pretty easy for the Hawks offense to just close the game out, and this would be really significant for the Hawks if they could score on this drive.
Indeed.
Lance takes the quarterback keeper for a gain of about 4.
It's like they gave him the first down.
It will be first down, Hawks. 11:12 left to go in the fourth quarter. It'll be first and 10 at the 40 for Lance Frost and the Hawks offense. 2 wide receivers out. 1 man in the backfield. Takes a snap. Quarterback keeper. He runs and he bullies his way for a good solid gain of about 7 to 8 yards. It'll be second down.
Now, I know that Lance has been very effective for Centennial today, but I think you have a large amount of lead to put Noah Bartlett in just to not risk an injury on Lance Frost because you still have big district games coming up.
2nd and 3 at the 47. 1 man in the backfield. He hands it off to Josiah Leone for a good gain, and it looks like it'll be a Hawks first down. I mean, the defensive line for Carlsbad has been playing very good, and even though Lance Frost has been very successful for the Hawks offense, saying I feel like the Hawks are just going to be really, really good when they get Adrian Gomez back.
I do too, but it's definitely working. Josiah Leon here is definitely
Lance keeps the play, rolls out to
effective
his
running
left,
back,
and he is tackled at the 46. 9:47 left to go in the fourth. I'm sorry, Zane, I cut you off. What were you saying?
It's fine now, Car.
2 wide receivers out, 1 man in the backfield with Lance Frost. Josiah Leone has a significant gain. 9:18 left to go in the fourth. It'll be third down at 46. 3rd and 3. It'll be at the 40-yard line in Caveman territory. 2 wide receivers out. Frost takes the snap, and the quarterback keeper has a gain of about, he reaches there at the end. It'll be a gain of about 6 to 7 yards. First down, Hawks.
Yeah, they're just going to keep running until they can get downfield and score that touchdown.
Yeah, with 8:36 left to go in the fourth quarter, it'll be 1st and 10 Hawks at the 36. Hawks lead at 27-12. 2 wideouts. Hands it off to Acosta. It'll be a significant gain.
That was Josiah Leon there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Josiah Leone with the carry. And that'll be another Hawks first down with 8:13 left to go in the fourth.
I wonder if they'll pass at all on this drive. Carl, what do you think?
I don't know. I think the Hawks offense want to put it away as Frost runs it out and he steamrolls his way for a big
Flag
gain.
on the play.
There's
Probably
a flag
holding.
on the play.
Probably holding.
Let's see what it is.
Yeah, and you're right. They're definitely going to try to close out this game with just continue to run.
And the Hawks are moving back. I don't know. It'll be 2nd and 1 at the 26, Carlsbad territory. Hawks lead at 27-12, 7:43 left to go in the fourth. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 man in the backfield.
I expect another quarterback keeper. No, if it's an
Cross,
option.
Josiah Leone takes it to the 10, the 5, and reaches.
That's a touchdown.
It'll be touchdown Hawks.
Nice option play there by Lance Frost to just keep it until he found the hole for Josiah Leon, and then he just ran it in.
And Josiah Leone ramming it into the end zone for 6. 7:21 left to go. Hawks lead at 33-12. Number 21, Joseph Hernandez, on for the point after attempt. The point after is good. Hawks lead at 34-12.
Yeah, and I think now a smart move by the coach. A smart move by the coaching from Centennial would be to put Noah Bartlett in over Lance Frost just to avoid the risk of injury.
I don't know, Zane, but the Carlsbad offense need to do something quick.
I don't think they'll be able to do it here.
$7:21 left to go in the fourth.
Yeah, and like I said before, as district play continues, you'd like to see that Centennial keeps this momentum going, and all for Las Cruces teams, they need to get more wins, and I expect they will.
That's right, Zane. And Centennial about to kick off to Carlsbad. And like you said, Zane, it's going to be tough for Carlsbad to even come close to Centennial, as the Hawks defense have been very, very good in this game.
Well, also a big part of that is that Carlsbad just can't seem to pass or get anything passing here.
Joseph Hernandez about to kick off. And he kicks it long and deep. And it'll be a touchback, and it'll be set up at the 20 for Carlsbad's offense. And you know, Carlsbad has some size on offense, and I mean, it's proven in the first half. Jaken Willis has an arm, so I mean, it's totally possible for Carlsbad to get a little source of momentum.
Yeah, again, but it goes back to that trust with the receivers that the coach has for Carlsbad on his receivers, and it looks like throughout this game he hasn't had that trust yet.
2 wide receivers out, 1 man in the backfield, sends a man in motion, number 12. He hands it off to Tate Collins. And it's about a
Flag on the
short
play.
There's a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. It was a face mask on Centennial. And that's a positive gain for the Carlsbad offense as a mental mistake just occurred.
Yep.
$7:14 left to go in the fourth quarter. It'll be first down and 3 at the 27-yard line. Hawks lead at 34-12. Willis, the quarterback keeper, he gets around the defense, and it'll be a big gain. He cuts, and he will be at the 49-yard line, just short of Hawks territory.
Yeah, throughout this game, we've definitely seen Jake and Willis run the ball a lot, and he definitely can, just like Lance Frost, and it's helping. It has helped him a bit throughout this game. But again, you need to throw in passes.
$6:35 left to go in the fourth. Hawks lead at 34-12. First down and 10 at the 49. Jake and Willis sets up one wide receiver out, 3 in the backfield. He hands it off to Tate Collins, and he bullies his way for a gain of about 3 to 4 yards. 6:15 left to go in the fourth. So Zane, it seems like they're getting some positive run plays on this drive.
Yeah, but it's not going fast enough. You need to go shots down the end zone, and without that, it's all these little short gains are good, but you need to start producing plays downfield.
And you need everything to go perfectly for the Hawks, the Cavemen, as Willis throws it downfield, and it is caught for a big play.
Nice catch there. But if you're a cornerback and you're constantly looking at the receiver, you need to at least put your hands up, and he just couldn't dare.
And that catch was courtesy of number 4, Jordan Molina, a senior wide receiver for the Cavemen. And right there, Willis just showed us an example of his big arm talent.
Yeah, number 21 for Centennial, Joseph Hernandez, wasn't quite able to get his head around to make that stop there.
One man in the backfield, 2 wide receivers out. Willis sets up for the play. Takes the snap. He rolls out to his left. Then he cuts back to his right, and he is stuffed by the Hawks defense. It'll be a gain of 1 yard. 5:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. It'll be 2nd and 9 at the 12. Cavemen come out of the huddle, ready to start the play. It's like 3 men in the backfield. Willis hands it off to Tate Collins. He gets around the side, and he steamrolls to about the 1 yard line.
Looks like it'll be 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal, Cavemen.
Nice run though by Tate Collins, able to power through. He's definitely is a power runner.
Yes, and he's a 6-foot running back, and he kind of reminds me of Ezekiel Elliott with that big body, runs the ball. He can just steamroll through everyone.
Man, I sure do not like Ezekiel Elliott.
Why not?
And why is that, Zane?
It's like he was short there. Anyways, he played for Ohio State. I don't like Ohio State. Roll Tide, baby.
Yeah, go Dogs. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan, and it looks like Centennial's defense stops him short of the end zone. It'll be 2nd and 2 at just short of the goal line. 3:57 left to go in the fourth. Willis takes it out. Two runners in the backfield. Willis sets. Looks like there will time out. Centennial. 3:43 left to go in the game. Hawks lead it 34-12. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and Ocampo didn't
ready to score.
Yeah, and Coach Ocampo didn't like how the defense looked in that offense, so he called a timeout there.
And I mean, Zane, there's not enough time, even though the Cavemen's offense is knocking on the door.
Yeah, it looks like that drive kind of looked like Carlsbad was just trying to get a positive out of this game and scoring at the end.
Yes, it just took too much time. They have Onyate next on the schedule, and what do you think they need to take from this game and apply it to Onyate?
Well, I think it was obvious that they couldn't pass the ball, so definitely more improvement on passing game. Their defense looked good in the first half, but as the game progressed, like I said, football's a two-side game, and if you can't get anything going on offense, then the defense can't keep up the whole time.
Centennial's defense takes the field. Willis coming out with the Cavemen's offense ready on the play. It is 2nd and goal for Carlsbad. 3 men in the backfield. Willis set to take the play. He hands it off to Tate Collins, and that will be a Caveman touchdown. 4-6, 3:40 left to go in the fourth. 34-18, Hawks still lead it.
Now, if these results hold up, which I assume they will, Centennial will improve to 2-4 record and go to 1-1 in district play, and Carlsbad will drop to 2-4 and 0-2 in district play. Carlsbad takes on, like you said, Onyate here at the Field of Dreams, and Centennial will take on Gadsden at Gadsden.
And number 24, Jordan Barker on the point after attempt.
It's a fake.
Oh, and it's a fake.
Looks like he got it.
Oh, and he got it. That'll be 2 points for the Cavemen. It'll be 34-20 Hawks.
Now, Carl, I know it's a little early, but who do you think's gonna come out on top of this Centennial's district?
Hobbs has looked very, very good coming out from the start. It's too early to tell. I mean, we're almost halfway through the season, but Hobbs looks like the clear front runner right now.
Over Cruces?
Yes, I'm going to say that. Yes.
So at the end, you think Hobbs will come out on top?
Yes, I think Hobbs is a dark horse to win the district.
In Las Cruces, Onyate, Mayfield, and Cruces are kind of in the same pool. Not a great record, but they can definitely improve in district play and hope for that playoff berth. Who do you think is going to come out atop those three teams?
I don't know. It's too early to tell in the season.
I think Onyate will come out on top of those three teams.
Really? Well, that's a bold decision, Zane. And Carlsbad about to kick it off to Centennial. 3:40 left to go in the game. Hawks lead it 34-20. There's nothing the Hawks can do but just run it down their throats.
But again, being a Centennial fan, I do hope that Centennial can be a top three team in district and make a playoff and get a playoff berth there.
Well, hopefully they'll get Adrian Gomez back soon, as he has been injured for the past couple of games.
That's right.
It'll be
nice
an onside
play
kick by
the
Cavemen.
Nice play by Brent Rickshaw. He barely got that one with one hand. It looks like there's a flag on the play.
Let's see what the flag is on.
But again, nice play by Brent.
It looks like the Hawks were about to lose it there, Zane.
Indeed. But nice heads-up play again.
Let's just say that the Cavemen received that onside kick. 3:38 left to go. think anything could happen?
No, I did not.
Not.
Even though it is a 14-point game here, I don't think that if Centennial's smart, they'll just run it until probably get 2 more first rounds and then 2 more first downs, hopefully, and just force Carlsbad to use his timeouts and then just kneel the ball.
Yes, Hawks lead it. 3:38 left to go. Lance Frost comes out with the Hawks offense. 2 wide receivers out, 1 running back in the backfield. And Lance Frost takes it. He hands it off to the back, and he gets around the tackle, and he will be brought down for a significant gain at the 21.
Did you see that move there, Carl?
19-yard line.
Did you see that move? What an
Yes.
ankle break right there.
What a juke. And that run is courtesy of Gabriel Acosta. Man, it seems, though, with the loss of Adrian Gomez, the Hawks are still producing a lot of great run plays and can still seem to run the ball, still seems to be able to run the ball well. And he hands it off to Acosta again, who is stuffed for about a gain of, no gain on the play. 3:11 left to go in the quarter. It'll be 2nd and 10 Hawks at the 18. I'm sorry, 19-yard line.
Now, Garfield,
Timeout, Cavemen.
if you're Carlsbad and you fell early to 0-2 in district play, what do you think they can do to improve?
I just think they need more production on the offense, and then they need more stability on the defense. They are just not. They're letting Centennial run them over. I mean, there's nothing that they can do to stop the Centennial offense, and Lance Frost leading the way. And the Hawks defense, the Hawks offense set to come out. Timeout's over. 3:11 left to go in the game. Frost takes the Hawks offense. This is probably most likely going to be a running play as they try to run the clock out with the big lead. Frost with the quarterback keeper with a big gain. He gets around, and that will be a Hawks touchdown.
He put the moves on that on the Carlsbad defense there and gets that nice touchdown. What a play.
And it is 40-20. Hawks lead it, and that just adds more to the Hawks lead. Joseph Hernandez out for the point after attempt. And Zane, there's nothing that the Carlsbad defense can do.
Mm-mm.
They look hopeless. Oh, there's a flag on the play. False start. Offense. Joseph Hernandez set for the point after for the second time. The snap is good, and the point after attempt is good. Hawks lead it 41-20. 3:04 left to go in the game.
And looking ahead for the schedule of both of these teams, Centennial is at Gadsden next week, and then versus Mayfield, versus Las Cruces, and then at Oñate, which that game will be at Aggie Memorial Stadium for the first time. And then Carlsbad Cavemen's schedule is at Oñate versus Las Cruces, and at Gadsden, and then closing out the season against Hobbs. I'm liking what I see here. Overall, this game has definitely been a positive. Coming off of those 4 straight losses for Centennial, they're definitely gonna. It's great to get a win here.
And the Hawks about ready to kick it off to Carlsbad. The kick is deep, and Carlsbad will receive it. Oh, it looks like they muffed it. And Carlsbad will be down at the 31. 2:57 left to go in the game.
Nice shoelace tackle by number 45, Guy Donovan, who's able to stop Carlsbad from getting a big gain there.
Well, Zane, there's nothing that the Carlsbad offense can do but just get positive plays to get any source of momentum out of this game.
Yeah. But again, it goes back to not being able to balance your offense with passing and running.
Willis comes out of the huddle with the offense. 3 wide receivers out, 1 man in the backfield. Takes the snap, he rolls to his right, and he throws it, a short pass to number 4 for the Cavemen. That catches courtesy of Jordan Molina, senior running back. Willis, 3 wide receivers out. It seems like it's a no huddle situation. Willis rolls out to his right, looks downfield, he throws it deep, and that will be overthrown. The wide receiver, Jordan Molina, was on the route.
Jacob Willis barely overthrew Jordan Molina, and it could have been a big gain for possibly a touchdown there, but unable to produce there.
.239 left to go in the game. Hawks lead at 41-20. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line. Three wide outs. 1 man in the backfield. Willis takes the snap, rolls out to his right. Quarterback keeper, he tries to run, he sheds the tackle, and he gets a big gain.
Nice moves by Jake and Willis there, able to get a nice first down there.
No huddle situation as there's 3 wideouts with 1 man in the backfield. Willis set to take the play. Clock is rolling down. He rolls out to his left, and he's short pass.
Nice spin move
for a nice solid gain.
Yeah, and this no huddle offense is definitely since Centennial hasn't been used to it this whole game, it's definitely helping Carlsbad move the chains here.
And that catch was courtesy of Jordan Molina for the game. Willis rolls out to his right again, looks downfield. He keeps the ball, and he is slammed.
What a hit.
Number 5, James Blowers, with a huge hit.
Saw that aggression there by them. They wanted that hit very bad, and they got it.
And Willis set to take the play. 1:27 left to go in the game. Hawks lead. Hands it off for a short gain.
Looks like
It'll be 4th down.
4th and 1 here.
Clock rolling down. That run was courtesy of Tate Collins.
Timeout.
It'll be timeout Cavemen.
Now, Carl, what'd you like here by this game? What are your thoughts by?
I just think it was a good response from the Hawks offense. They lost last week to Hobbs on the road, and they just came back. It was a home game, home atmosphere. The students came out, and it was just they ran the ball well. They ran it with integrity. They did everything right. Everything went right for the Hawks offense.
I completely agree.
Hawks defense takes the field. 1:11 left to go. Hawks lead it. It'll be 4th and 1 at the 37.
They've only had 3 home games, including this one, Centennial. But if they win, which they probably will win this game, they'll improve to 2-1, which is definitely a positive moving forward.
Willis comes out with the offense, 3 wide outs. 1 man in the backfield. Snap is good. Tate Collins with a nice gain of about 6 yards. It'll be a first down, Cavemen. 1:07 left. And it looks like the Centennial student section, they're in good spirits. Zane. Willis, he takes the snap, he looks downfield, short pass, nice completion. With a big gain, that was a gain of about 7. 44 left to go in the game, time rolling down. Hawks lead it. And I think the Hawks have wrapped up this game.
Yeah, and I'd like to give a huge shout out to the NMSU Aggies. They'll be taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks in Fayetteville, and I hope they can get probably one of the biggest upsets that NMSU has ever seen. And I just want to say, go Aggies. And I assume we'll win big time, even though Max disagrees.
I think the whole nation disagrees with you, Zan.
Yeah, well, God, you don't even know what winning feels like, knowing that you're a Georgia fan.
Oh, wow, that one hurts. But we're number 7 in the nation.
Yeah, well.
Wow, we're having a big laugh down here in the booth. Willis, he is pressured by the Centennial defense.
Oof.
He is the quarterback keeper, and there's nothing he can do but run. But that is a big gain and a heavy hit out of bounds by the Hawks defense.
No doubt, Jake Willis is very, very fast.
Yes, he is. And even though he might have a strong arm, he has very good athletic ability to run out of the pocket. Time winding down, 29 seconds left to go. Hawks lead it. It is first down, Cavemen, and they are stuffed short of the end zone by the defense.
Timeout for Carlsbad there.
It'll be 3rd and goal when the Cavemen come back. 24 seconds left to go in the game.
Now, Carr, knowing that you're a Georgia fan, do you think they'll be able to come out of the SEC East and face Alabama, probably in the SEC title game?
Zane, I do think so. I mean, the East, they're obviously the best team in the East, and they have a really good defense and a really good set of running backs. They have 4 in their rotation. So I think they could pose a big threat to Alabama and even upset them.
Yep. That's a lot, Carr, but I like your positivity. You know, they got that big game tomorrow against Tennessee. Remember last year when Josh Dobbs threw that Hail Mary and beat him?
Zane, I would like to forget about that. Please do not bring that up.
Yeah, well.
Hey, remember that kick 6 versus Alabama?
You mean versus Auburn?
Yeah, Auburn versus Alabama. Remember that?
No, I don't. Sadly, I do, but that was 4 years ago, though, so Carlsbad coming back out.
Carlsbad offense knocking on the door. 24 seconds left to go in the game. It's 3rd and goal. Willis, he rolls out to his left, and he throws it into the end zone, but is broken up by the defense. 16 seconds left to go.
Oh.
I'm sorry, it'll be third down on this play.
Now, if you're Centennial's defense here, you definitely want to stop here because it's just to show how it'll be definitely a statement to show how dominant you've been in this game.
This is definitely for pride. I mean, they're obviously going to get the win, but they'd like to show their toughness on defense here.
Exactly.
Big stop. Willis, 3 wide receivers out. Take Collins in the backfield. He takes the snap, and it'll be nope. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what this is. False start.
Yep.
Carlsbad.
That'll back them up.
That'll back them up, and they were just knocking on the door, but that's going to back them up a couple of yards and just take away all the positive momentum.
Yep. That'll be 3rd and goal, but 7 yards to go.
It'll be 3rd and 7. Hawks lead it. 16 seconds left. Willis with Tate in the backfield. He snaps it.
Fade.
Throws it. And it is
Nice
broken up by
play.
the defense.
That's number 21.
That is
Joseph Hernandez with a great ability to put his hands up and stuff that. Now it'll be 4th and goal, 7 yards to go.
11 seconds left. What do you do here if you're the Carlsbad offense?
You definitely go for a touchdown. You need this.
Yeah,
Just
this
to
is definitely for pride, trying to take any
Yeah.
positive outlook
I think
for the next game.
Centennial will stop him here.
Carlsbad getting ready for the play. Willis, 3 wideouts, 1 guy in the backfield. He rolls out to his left and he keeps it, runs up the middle, and he is stopped short of the end zone.
Great.
5 seconds
Great
left.
stop.
No timeouts left.
And that's ball game.
And that will be the end of the game.
5 seconds left. But again, great win by Centennial here. Able to come back from a tremendous defeat against Hobbs. But now they come back out 2nd week of district play and get that win.
So, Zane, anything positive for the Hawks going into the game versus Oñate next week?
You mean Gadsden?
Yes, Gadsden.
It's all good. Well, Gadsden hasn't been playing very well, but, always prepare for the next game, and I assume they'll keeping this up.
And that is game over. The Centennial Hawks have beaten the Carlsbad Cavemen with a score of 41-20. And what a win for the Hawks.
Yep. And
we'd like to shout out to the whole LCPS TV crew, and we will be back next week for another.
That'll be Oñate versus Carlsbad. And we'd like to thank all of you for tuning in to this game. We appreciate you, and we'll keep doing this.
Thank you all, and have a great night.